All right, and the person with the interpreter. Hello. So you all want a jury trial?
Yes, Judge.
How long do y'all expect this case to last?
3, 4 days, or I don't know.
4 to 5 days, depends on state's witnesses, Judge.
All right. So Ms. Ferguson, criminal trial division, jury trial, 4 to 5 days. And sir, your plea deadline date has expired. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements in this case without good cause. Otherwise, you have to plead open to the court. Do you understand?
Sí.
Yes.
All right. So let me know the date.
Sí,
Le van a decir la fecha.
¿Sí puedo hablar un poquito o no?
Can I say something?
Have you discussed what you want to say with your attorney before you say it?
Antes de que diga, ¿usted ya habló de esto con su abogado?
No todo,
¿Perdón?
no todo.
Not everything.
Well, your attorney may want you to discuss that with him before you say things to the court. What you want to say, does it relates to the facts of your case?
Lo que tiene que usted decir está relacionado con su caso, con los hechos del caso.
Pues sí, porque pues ya tengo más de 3 años aquí esperando y no tiene ni una respuesta de nada.
Yes, because I've been here waiting for over 3 years and I don't have an answer for anything.
All right, so let me explain to you about the 3 years. Number one, I don't keep cases in my court waiting for 3 years. So what you're probably including in your 3 years is when it was somewhere in the prosecutor's office before it was even indicted. What I can tell you is in this court, one, I make sure that the attorneys have all the discovery they need. So what does that mean? That means when your case finally is indicted and it comes to this court, I ask the defense whether or not they have all the discovery. And then once the defense gets a date for discovery, then the next date is for them to have gone over it and get a chance to speak with you about it. Then the state tenders an offer. You all see if you can have an agreement. If you can't come to an agreement, then your next date is a jury trial. In this court, I can only try one case at a time. There's another case that is up before yours that is actually going to trial this week. So that's why I can't try your case today. And then what I can tell you is December 11th is the last day jurors are being called up. And after that, there are not going to be any jurors available for trial until the new year.
And Judge, I think one of his problems is, I was just handed some more discovery late last week. And so they're going to be, I tendered to the state an additional hard drive. So they're going to put even more. And normally I would complain about that, but because my client and I believe in his innocence, I want to see what this discovery is because there may be something exculpatory.
And then, of course, counsel, if you can always file whatever motion you want to file as far as whether or not that should be allowed to be admitted. Ms. Ferguson, jury trial date.
March 17th.
No, and can you do something before March?
Can I say something?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, es que fue lo mismo que me dijeron en diciembre pasado, fue lo mismo que me dijeron que tenían más evidencia y es lo mismo.
The same thing they told me last December, that they had more evidence, and the same thing is over and over again.
Y es lo mismo y pues yo también ya son 3 años que perdí aquí y pues yo sé que soy inocente y yo no tengo nada que ver en esto.
So I've lost 3 years in here already. I know I'm innocent.
All right, you'll need to speak to your attorney about that. As I said, I can only try one case at a time. There's nothing I can do about that. Now, when the state gives new evidence to your counsel knows what motions he can file in response to that. And once those motions are filed, I will rule upon that. People think that I have certain powers that I don't have. What I can tell you is, one, I can only set the docket for trial. And if people want a jury trial, try to give them the trial as quickly as possible. And two, whatever motions that are filed, I hear them and I make rulings upon them based upon the law. You understand?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay.
Sí, por favor, porque
Yes,
ya
please.
yo pienso que ya es demasiado tiempo y
because I think I've been here for a long time already.
Se da cuenta que ya perdí todo lo que tenía y
I
pues,
already lost everything I had.
yo tengo mis hijos, tengo mi esposa y tengo todo y pues,
My wife, my children, everything.
All right, so that you'll need to take that up with them, with your wife and children. But what I can tell you is you have not been in this court for 3 years. Your case may have been pending for 3 years, but I have not had your case in this court for 3 years. Ms. Ferguson, what date?
This is the human cost of the system, and the courtroom doesn't stop for it. The judge draws a hard line. Personal loss doesn't equal legal delay. It sounds harsh, but legally, she's right. Courts deal in procedure, not pain, and moments like this remind us how brutal that separation can feel.
All right, February 3rd. That's your plea deadline date and that's your jury trial date.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
pero ya es lo último.
Is that the last thing?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Pius.
So, Judge, I took the case over from Amir Mamori,
Yes.
but she just got indicted on a brand new false statement for credit case and apparently got magistrated. I don't know if I'm on that new case. I would assume they put me on there. But I'd like to see if we can put both cases together and do one final plea deadline date. The last offer I got on the other case was rather heavy, and I want to be able to go over all the stuff, including the new case, to see how it affects potential
Are
plea
you
bargaining.
okay with setting it in January?
Sure, that's fine, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, put this for the 3rd week in January.
That works for me.
What date? The 20th. All right, so we'll bring you back on January 20th.
All right, thank you,
That will
Judge.
be your plea deadline date.
All right, Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Your Honor, I'm on 3 state jails. Jonathan Ross is on a 3rd degree. We need a trial date, please.
Okay. And where is Mr. Mullinex?
Right here.
All right, Mr. Mullinex, come up.
It's in the building too.
Are these cases alleged to have been committed all on the same date or no?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. And how long do you expect the trial to last?
They're state jails, Your Honor, 2 days, 2 to 3 days tops. Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, jury trial date, 2 days.
January 6th.
All right, January 6th. We'll see you there. And counsel, you'll need to have him, he'll appear in this clothing. If you want him to appear in different clothing, you need to do it request it exactly in 72 hours. Otherwise, they won't allow the exchange to take place.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
January 6th. Thank you.
All right, Robert Halstead.
Judge, on Zoom along with APO Keelan.
All right, Keelan is no longer on the Zoom. All right, Mr. Halstead, just give us a moment.
All righty.
All right. Getting a lot of feedback. Am I the only one getting feedback? I don't know. It's gone now. All right, Miss Abrams, they're back. Osborne. You waiting for Osborne, correct?
Good morning, Judge.
Morning.
Mr. Halstead, can you remove your cap, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Judge, if I may, there was a status report, a consideration for extension sent in last week, I believe. I'm asking for an extension and you asked for this compliance hearing to be set. There, Mr. Halstead is being supervised out of Travis County. And there are a couple of concerns. He was due to expire on December 5th. But he has an outstanding balance and he recently tested positive for cocaine. Following his relief from safety, he stated he had trouble gaining employment. And he also learned that he has a child that he was unaware of.
All right, everyone, please whisper. Yes.
He said that he's willing to start making his payments bi-weekly. However, no payments have been received to date. When we asked about his recent positive urinalysis, he stated he was gathering with friends who was consuming alcohol and using cocaine. However, he denied this. So he stated he attempted to wipe the residue from a table with his hands, and he believed that contributed to his positive UA. That's where we are, Judge. Miss Osborne is the assistant probation officer assigned to Mr. Halstead's case. She is here in San Antonio. The probation officer in Travis County is not on Zoom.
All right. So, Mr. Halstead,
Yes, ma'am.
so you're on deferred adjudication. The range of
Correct.
punishment for this offense is up to 20 years in the prison. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So here's the thing. The story about how or you're testing positive, you're not supposed to be around persons who are doing that because your number one priority should be your sobriety.
I understand.
And what you should have learned in SafeP and what you learned in the outpatient aftercare is that you have to change people, places, and things. And changing people, places, and things, I know is very hard. Because if you were to come to me and say, Judge, you need to change people, places, and things, I want you to start hanging around with people who drink excessively and do drugs. My thing would be, okay, where do I find these people? You know, are these people going to be accepting of me? So I know that's a big turnaround for you, but you're not allowed to do that. Do you understand?
I understand.
This is textbook probation law. The excuse doesn't matter, the environment does. I didn't use won't save you if you're standing next to it. Probation isn't just about staying clean, it's about cutting off access, temptation, and excuses. The judge isn't debating science here, she's enforcing responsibility.
So with regards to your positive for cocaine, are you taking any sober support meetings at all? Are you doing that?
I was doing AA and NA, but I haven't as of recently. No, ma'am.
All right. And see, that's when you start backsliding. When you put off doing certain things and you know you need them in order to maintain your sobriety, when you look up, you're no longer on the path that you're supposed to be on, and you're using, and you see that you haven't been to a NA or AA meeting or sober support meeting in months. You can't do that.
Right.
Based upon what I'm seeing with this status report, you cannot be around other people who are doing drugs. You cannot be around other people who are drinking alcohol. And sometimes when people use cocaine, they're like, oh, well, I can drink alcohol. No, you can't. And you're
Right.
not allowed to drink alcohol while you're on probation. Because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter what your friends are doing because they're not on probation with the court. You are. You
I
understand? And
Yes, I do.
you could have completed this probation, but for the fact that I received this report. So one of the things we're going to do is your conditions are going to be altered and amended. And I've already had you extended to March 2026. So that's how far your extension is. And whether you are extended again is going to depend completely upon you, because I can extend you up to 4 years. So there are not going to be any more positive UAs from you. If you need help with your sobriety, you're going to reach out to your probation officer and going to say that you need help.
Right.
But for now, probation, I'm going to want sober support meetings for him at least 2 times per week. And if you need to do more than 2 per week to maintain your sobriety, that's not going to look poorly upon you. That's you learning what you need in order to maintain your sobriety. So you're going to do sober support meetings 2 times per week. I see that you work, but you get sober support meetings are all over the state of Florida, all times of day and night. And then with regards to this balance, realistically, how much would you be able to pay towards that per month, you think?
Um, well, I don't have an exact number. I came up with a number, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't write it down, but I'm thinking if it's 150 a week, whatever. So what's that? 600 a month. I think that's what that comes out to.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't want you to tell me what you think I want to hear, because I'm looking at this and they say that you're earning $15 per hour.
Right.
Are you still doing work as a groundskeeper?
I'm with a company called Precision Pearl. I don't know if that was like a misunderstanding, but it's like I work on mandolins, which is an instrument. I work for like a company that customizes mandolins for like bigger companies. So, Gibson and things like this. They come and they ask.
So your
Right.
employment has changed because they had it down as groundskeeper.
I mean, I don't know how I got groundskeeper even on there to begin with. I don't know if it was a miscommunication, but since I've been out, the only job that I've had has been this job. So
So let me ask you this, just as a side note for me, do you enjoy working on mandolins?
I really do. It's been one of the best jobs I've ever had.
Oh, wow, that is so awesome. So for that job, how much do you make per hour? Are you paid on salary?
That's the right amount. I mean, I don't know where they got groundskeeper. I think it might have just been a miscommunication. But no, I'm not salary, I'm hourly.
Okay, and it's $15 per hour?
Right.
Judge, and I would like to point out
Wait.
there is no type of restitution or anything included in that number. That is, still outstanding.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so this is what I'm going to ask of you. And if you're unable to do it, let me know.
Okay.
Are you able to pay $500 in 3 months?
$500 in 3 months. Yeah, I believe I could do that.
All right, so I'm going to ask that you pay $500 by March. We will say, I'm going to ask that you pay that by March 2nd.
By March 2nd.
Yes. And how long is his probation extended to in March?
Judge, it would be March the 5th of
All right.
2026.
So you need to have that paid by March 2nd. And then I'm going to want 2 sober support meetings per week.
Okay. Can I read this back to you? I have March the 5th is when that's the 6 months. You want sober support meetings. Is it 2 times a week?
Yes.
Okay.
And then by March 2nd, you'd have paid $500.
Okay, I got it.
I'm sorry, Judge, I misspoke. In the system, it says that his expiration, I think on the note that you put in on the supplementary report, it just said March of 2026.
Mhm.
So they included the entire month of March.
Okay.
So it says March 31st, 2026. I just want to make sure that you're aware.
Okay, thank you. So by March 2nd, you'd have paid $500 and you're to do 2 sober support meetings per week.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right. And Officer Osborne, is there anything else you suggest?
No, ma'am, not at this time.
All right, so Mr. Halsted,
Yes.
don't test positive, follow these rules, and I will consider terminating your probation early.
You will not have any, there will be no,
And here's the twist people don't expect. Despite the violations, the judge leaves the door open. No threats, no lectures, just accountability and an opportunity. Early termination isn't mercy, it's leverage. Follow the rules, prove stability, and the system can actually work in your favor.
nothing to worry about. I mean, I'm gonna just put my head into work and do my 2 meetings. That's exactly what I'm gonna do and nothing more. I'm gonna go to work, go to meetings, and that's it until this is done. I got kids. I'm really disappointed in myself, to say the least.
All right, I want you to be successful at this probation. I take no joy in sending people to prison, no joy in extending people, because if people can be rehabilitated and be successful, then that'll be less people for probation to have to supervise. All right. And maybe when you do your sober support meetings, you'll be able to meet friends there who are, you know, on their journey of sobriety, and make sure that you get a sponsor, because that's somebody you can always call if you feel as though there are going to be some issues, or, you know, maybe you're about to slip. And also let probation know if you feel as though you're going to use, let probation know. I have the final say on whether or not a motion to revoke is filed against you, because motions to revoke come to me. I look at it, I sign it. And as you can see, when it's an issue of maybe someone tested positive, I like to have a conversation to find out what is going on in your life and if there's anything that we can do to get you back on track.
Right. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, you know, which I am, I wouldn't say that I have like a constant urge or anything like that. You know, I'm trying to just say it exactly how I feel. Is that, you know, I've been out, I've been good, I've been taking care of my kids. I found out I had a son, I was doing everything right. You know, and I don't want to put nothing on nobody else. I'm my own man. I did what I did. There was a lot of things going on. I don't have family because of this case. Like, it's hard to, you know, I don't really have anybody to lean on. So I did have a sponsor, so I'll get back in touch with him. He was at the halfway house that I was at. It was like a counselor, so I can get back in touch with him. And as far as the only one thing I just wanted to be clear on was the 2 classes. When I go to my next meeting, do y'all have like some sort of list that, you know, where I could go to in Austin, or I don't.
Well, are you in Austin or are you in Florida?
I'm in Austin. I don't know.
All right. See, there's something else. All right, let me do this. Just one second. All right, let me ask you this. Do you have access to a computer, or does your phone have access to the internet?
Yes.
All right, if you go on the internet and if you just type in sober support meetings Austin, you should pop up and it'll have an entire list. And if you go to communities in recovery, let me see, just one second.
Okay.
Are you able to see that?
Yeah, I am. I can't see the actual like the website. It's too small,
Well,
but
at the top, it says community and recoveries. And if you scroll down, they even have online meetings.
Right.
And so some of them have online meetings, and you can go there, or there are other places also. And
Okay.
all of these sober support meetings that you go to are actually free.
Okay. Can I tell you something that I ran into while I was doing it was when I was doing the Zoom ones, and I don't know about these, so I'm gonna check on these, but when they didn't correspond with court, so like asking them for some sort of proof was like, I ran into a couple meetings where they said they don't do any, like, because it's supposed to be anonymous, so that I don't know how, it was a bit of a weird thing because I felt like, I'm here for this reason. I just need proof that I'm here. So
Oh, what you can do is if you'll take in a sheet of paper, right?
right.
And on that sheet of paper, you just write the dates down, and whoever is leading the group, just ask them if they will sign that or initial it to show that you actually attended, and let them know that you need it for your probation. And normally they will initial it.
For signature. Okay.
And if you ask your probation in Austin or Miss Osborne, if you're able to help with that, maybe Austin has a sheet for him to give him. Because I've seen some defendants, they actually have a sheet that probation has given them where people can sign off that they've actually went.
Yes, ma'am. I'll go ahead and give him the login sheet, and I'll also get in touch with a CSO in Austin to see if there's any agencies that they work with directly.
All right, what I'm going to do is Mr. Halstead, do you have any more questions?
No, I do not.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a breakout room, and I'll send you and Officer Osborne to a breakout room. And then once you all have finished your discussion, you may just leave the Zoom. But so for you, you're going to attend 2 sober support meetings per week, and you're going to pay the $500 by March 2nd. And there's to be no positive UAs from you. And if you feel as though you're going to use, reach out to your probation officer or reach out to your sober support counselor, okay?
Yes, ma'am. That's not 6 months, right? I got a little confused there. So
It's not 6 months.
okay, but that's what you want. I understand that that's what you want. I just was a little confused about the time there. So there's no problem here. I could 100% have that done.
All right. And then after that, if all of that is completed, I'll consider terminating your probation, okay? It's completely up to you whether that happens or not.
It's gonna get done. It will
All
be
right,
done.
the ball is in your court.
I appreciate your time, Your Honor. I really do. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. I'm going to send you both to breakout room number 1, so just join.
All righty.